One of the most terrifying things I've ever experienced while driving a vehicle is death wobble. But what is death wobble? How do you fix it? And most importantly, how do you prevent it from happening to your vehicle? So if you drive a Jeep, a Ford, or a Dodge truck, or virtually any vehicle that has a solid axle, you're gonna wanna stay tuned for this episode. What is up, you guys? Matt McAdam here, aka Desert Chief, only on Driving Lines Chasing Dust. And on today's episode, we are talking all about death wobble. Okay, so first up, what is death wobble? Imagine yourself driving down the road and then you hit a bump in the road and all of a sudden your steering wheel starts to shake left and right very violently, sending the entire vehicle shaking down the road very, very violently. It is a terrifying, terrifying experience, and the only way to stop it is to come to a complete stop in the road by pulling over and then taking off smoothly again. And oftentimes, once it happens once, it can happen again, and it usually does happen again. Death wobble is a very elusive condition, and it can be really hard to diagnose because there's a lot of different things that can cause it. So what is actually going on underneath the vehicle when you're experiencing death wobble? Well, if you have a vehicle that's got perfect maintenance, all of your components are rather new, they're evenly worn, things are going good, you've never had any problems with the front end, all that stuff, and you hit a bump in the road or you hit an uneven surface on the road, nothing's really gonna happen. You're just gonna drive right over it. You may get a little kick in your steering to one side and it comes right back and keeps you straight going down the road. However, if you have some components that need attention or they need to be replaced, or there are things that are loose hardware underneath the front end of your vehicle, death wobble can occur. And what that is really your steering being kicked to one side and then having an equal and opposite reaction sending it back to the other side. And then you get this oscillating effect where it goes from one side to the other, and that just gets faster and more violent as it happens. So my death wobble diagnosis checklist starts at the outside of the vehicle, and I actually work my way in, checking all those components along the way. More often than not, going through this checklist, I'll find a component that needs to be addressed, and that usually will stop the death wobble from occurring. The first thing I check for is oftentimes the easiest. I like to check my tires to see if there's anything wrong with them that could be causing death wobble. Some of the things you want to look for is any cupping in the tire surface itself. So that's actually when the surface of the tread is waving or it has peaks and valleys on the tread itself. That can cause death wobble. You also want to make sure that they're properly inflated, and you also want to make sure that they're properly balanced. Those are very easy things to check for and to fix, and they could end up solving your problem altogether. So the next thing I'll check for is actually the wheel bearings themselves, and I usually do that by jacking up one side of the axle, grabbing at 12 and 6 o'clock on the tire from the outside, and just giving it a little bit of a tug like this and seeing if there's any shaking up and down. That'll tell you if you have any play inside your wheel bearings, and if you do, you should replace them. Next up on our list to check is your ball joints. Now these are a wear and tear item, and they do go out all the time on solid axle vehicles, so you definitely want to check those and make sure that they're not loose, make sure that they don't have excessive play in them, make sure that they just don't need to be replaced from being corroded too much. There's a lot of reasons why they go out, and like I said, they do just go out on their own after a while, so it's a good idea to change them. If you happen to find a ball joint that's gone bad, do not just replace that one ball joint. Make sure you replace all 4 of the ball joints at the same time, and that will prevent them all from going bad one by one. Now moving closer inward in the vehicle, you want to check your steering tie rod ends. And those are the ends that go on the actual tie rod themselves. They have these joints on the ends of them that will bolt to your spindles. Those joints can wear out and they go bad, and that's a primary cause of death wobble when you have bad joints there, because that excessive play will actually cause the tire to send it to the other side and then oscillate back and forth very violently, causing death wobble. So checking your steering tie rod ends is a good idea to see if you have a bad one. Again, if you have one that's bad, you should change them both. I usually do. That's just a rule of thumb for myself, and oftentimes that will help fix your problem. Another crucial component to your steering that can affect death wobble is your drag link. Now your drag link sometimes is connected directly to the tie rod. On some vehicles like the Jeep here, it's connected to the spindle, and that's what actually turns your vehicle from the steering box. That again has joints on either end of it, and those need to be checked. Sometimes there's a 2-piece drag link that actually splits off in the middle and goes to each side, and that is what you need to check as well. There's multiple joints on those systems. Oftentimes Ford trucks have those. So you want to check your drag link and make sure there's no excessive play or the hardware is tight. Another crucial component to your front axle is your track bar. And I always check the track bar even on lifted vehicles that have aftermarket components on them, because those joints can go bad the same way. So you want to make sure that your track bar is in good shape. Make sure that you have the appropriate track bar for the height of your vehicle, whether it's lifted or it's stock. Make sure you have the right track bar on there, but most importantly, make sure those components are not worn out. So hopefully by now you've been able to identify the component or components that are causing your death wobble issue, and you can go towards replacing those components and fixing the problem so it doesn't happen again. And guys, the easiest way of preventing death wobble from happening to you, even if you're not experiencing currently, is by checking all the components that I just went over to make sure they're all in good shape and that you won't have this problem in the future. And guys, one last thing I want to address is that steering stabilizers do not fix this problem. So please do not think that adding a steering stabilizer or putting an aftermarket steering stabilizer on your vehicle is going to fix your death wobble issue. It is a band-aid fix, and it does not address the components that are going bad that are causing the death wobble to begin with, so don't do it. And that's about it, you guys. I hope this video was informative for you if you're currently experiencing death wobble, to help you actually identify the cause of it and then to go and fix it. And if you're not experiencing death wobble, I hope it was informative for you as well, so that you can stay up to date on the maintenance of these components and prevent death wobble from happening to you and your rig. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, it is a terrifying experience, and it's not something I ever want to go through ever again. If this video is helpful for you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you guys never miss an episode of Chasing Dust or any of the other videos that Driving Line puts out. But once again, you guys, it's been your host, Matt McAdam, aka Desert Chief, only on Driving Line's Chasing Dust, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching Driving Line. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing to our channel so you'll never miss any of the content we create here. Whether you're into trucks, Jeeps, imports, domestic vehicles, or anything in between, we are here to fuel your passion. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next time.